Hello, here is Dominic, developer of Homer modules. Um, so this is the first video for my new YouTube channel named Homer modules. It's very easy. So this first video will focus about clock speed MK2 or Mark II module. So clock speed MK2 is a clocking module and possibly LFO, low frequency oscillator module. The first word is are the module layout. In fact, it's very easy. This is a fresh module, or I can initialize it like this. Okay, this is a fresh clock speed MK2 module in the rack here. So about the layout is very easy. At the left side you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 inputs. For the fourth input to the last, they are pure CV and only CV, or CV4, CV5, CV6, CV7 and CV8 input jacks for possible modulation. Okay, but the first, second and three are slightly different than other because these ports, clock, run and CV3 may have for each input port may have a different role. I explain. About clock, the first input, this by default this port is set as clock input for, or in order to receive signals or voltage from another module. Okay, but it may become as CV1 input instead. CV1, when I select, you can see the change on the small on the mini display above the input, the clock input, or the first input, like this, set as external clock input by default, but maybe a bipolar CV1 input for CV modulation by using bipolar voltage, or CV1 input but as unipolar from 0 to 10 volts. Bipolar is from minus 5 volt to plus or positive 5 volt voltage range. Okay, set as CV1, set as clock. Okay, it's the same for the second output. By default is a run. It works like a remote to start and or to stop the clocking. Okay, like this. Take a button, for example, simple button, but maybe maybe a sequencer, or maybe another module, or another clocking module, for example. Okay, so I patch the run to trigger for the button. So the button will send pulses, 10 volt pulses to trigger, and will be received by run. So the LED is off, meaning the clock is stop for all outputs. Outputs are here, okay, from 1 to 8. So if I press the button, the clock now is running because its LED is on. Blue color because the clock is the on-off is managed by a run input. If I disconnect, the LED is green instead of blue. Okay? You can see in the square when I send a pulse like this. Stop, start, stop, start, and so on. And so on. However, you can select another role. For example, run while I gate. What is it exactly? I select it. I gate. So I change from trigger to gate, and the module is not clocking at the moment. Okay. But if I send a gate and hold the gate, I hold the button while the button is held, you can see the module is clocking. Okay? Until I release the gate or I release the button. Up, the clock is the module stops to clock. Okay? Hold the gate, release the gate. But the run port, the second port, may be a CV2 instead. Okay? Either bipolar from minus 5 volt to plus or positive 5 volts voltage range. Okay? Or unipolar 7 input from 0 to 10. Okay? It is exactly the same. I restore to initial state. And about CV3, or by default, the third input is set as CV3 for CV3 input. Oh, sorry. This here. But by default is CV bipolar. It may receive bipolar voltage as control voltage 3, or unipolar. It's always the same. It's always the same than second or first port, but it can be a reset input. What's the reset? In fact, when the clock is running, sometimes, in particular as slave mode, the module may have some sync or synchronization issue or drift between each port, okay, each output port. So by sending in general it's a trigger signal by send a pulse to reset all outputs phase are automatically readjusted by the master phase of the module, of the clocking module. So the clocking module have its master phase, and all outputs use the master phase to generate its signal per output. Of course, their outputs are here from 1 to 8. Okay. So as I said, CV4, CV5, CV6, CV7, CV8 are only CV. No other role. However, you can per CV, for example CV4, you can change from default is bipolar -5V to positive 5V by default. But you can set instead at unipolar 0 to 10 or bipolar -10V to positive 10V. It's a 20 amplitude or 20V range. Okay. But by default is bipolar -5 to +5. It's an amplitude, it's a 10V amplitude around 0V. Okay. It's the same for other CV inputs. But each input may be configured separately. Okay. I hope my accent is not too horrible. Okay. There are the 8 input here. From select input a menu here. Clock, run, CV3 or reset, CV4, CV5, CV6, 7, 8. The red cross here mean the input is not connected. If I connect, for example, the run, the cross, the red cross, is replaced by something else. For run stop, it's a blue, maybe a blue square, like this. When it receives a pulse or a gate. While I hold, I release the button, I hold, I release the button, and so on. Oh, it's not difficult to understand, honestly. It's a complex module, but not too difficult to master. So you can see by default, I reset again. Okay, that's factory settings. Huh? You can see by default about output 1, 2, 3, and 4 are on, but 5, 6, 7, and 8 are off, because because their respective LEDs are red color and fixed color. Fixed red. Meaning these output are turned off. Why? Because when you are using a module like ClockSpeed MK2, it's not sure you need immediately all the 8 ports or all the 8 outputs. So for computer who have a slow CPU or old CPU, for example, by port off like this, this save CPU. It's like a CPU echo. Of course, any disable output may be enabled. Of course. For example, there are many ways to do it. First is using menu. Select output. At the moment, the last used output is output 1 because I send a reset. Initialize. Sorry. Okay, I go to this menu. I select output 5 here. I click again to enter in the output setting for output 5, only output 5, not other. I select modifier here. You can see the selection yellow. Yellow is always the selection. Is over off because the output port is off, but I can select other. It's a modifier. All are modifier, in fact. Including off. Off is a modifier because it modify, it alter the behavior of the output. I set, for example, for output 5, I set a BPM ratio to 3x. 3 times. 3 multiplied by 3, okay? 3 times more quick than the module's BPM or module's frequency or base frequency, okay? So you see the port now is on because the LED is off. Of course, if I start the clock like this or by using a button, it's the same. Sorry. Like this, you can see the output 5 is active. By default, sorry, the port send pulses like this. They are more precisely, they are 10 volt, 1 millisecond pulses. Okay? So, I reset the module. Port 5 is off. Now, to enable this port without to use the menu, sorry, you connect it. As soon as you connect it, the port become active and not more off. Okay? But by default, the output is set to x1 as a ratio, pulses, etc., etc. However, if you set the parameter of the port, then you turn off and you turn on later, the previous parameters are kept. You don't lose previous parameter. Simply, the modifier say the module is off. It don't send anything. Okay. I hope my explanation is clear. It's not really easy to understand. So another way, instead of using the menu like this, output 5, for example, up to fall to this output setting menu. Okay, here you can change the output parameters. Okay, I set another by default, port 2 for example. Last selected port, because I've selected output 2. I select 3, but even if I change something or not, it's the last selected. Okay? The last selected. Now, about output, it's true also about input. But for output, if, for example, you want to set up the output number 5, instead of to use menu, 4 menu, 3 or 4 menu selection, you click on the LED. Here, the LED of output 5. Click on the LED, left mouse click, up, and it's a miracle. You go directly to output 5 here, because I click on LED of output 5. If I click on 2, it's output 2. You can it's indicated here 5, like this. And from this page, when we have modifier, waveform, p-width, the third menu item here is depends of the selected waveform. I'll come later. So about modifier, you can see you can browse by using arrows here to change page, like this, like clicking on arrows here. You can use continuous encoder. You can turn the well. It's more quickly to say. You can turn the well on continuous encoder. Of course, it's thicker when you are okay. I suppose it's not too hard to understand. As soon as you select by mouse or by the well, as soon as you select a value, without validating, the value is immediately applied to the output. For instance, this is a ratio. divide frequency of the module divide by 256, it's applied immediately as ratio on the output 5. Despite you validate or not, it's immediate. You select, it's activate. So you have a list of divider or divider, frequency divider and frequency multipliers are in list. You can, for example, you can select 41 or 43, but there are no way to select 42. It's 41 or 43. Ratios are always from the list you can see here in modifier list, like this. No way, for example, to select divide by 400. It's 512 or 384. Okay, but not between. You cannot. So they are all dividers. Some dividers are exotic, like 2.6, or they are multipliers. Or of course, ORF1 is not really multiplier because it's the same frequency than the module frequency. Okay, if you set the module, for example, if you set the module at 120 BPM, the output 5 here, set at X1, will pulse 2 times or twice per second at 122 BPM or 2 Hertz. It's the same. 122 BPM or 2 Hertz is the same. Okay? So there are a lot of multipliers. Some are exotic. 13, 39. 39 is a multiple of 13. It's 3 times. Okay? Like 26. 26 is the twice of 13. You have 52, 53, and other. Okay? Until the highest multiplier is 192. X. It's multiplier. Then below 192, they are 1, 2, 3 utility modifier. Alors, what's gate, what's start, what's stop? I explain no because I forget to explain. It's very easy. You can see the module is off. Okay? I can turn on, I can turn off. Okay? By using the button. Or by using an external pulse generator, for example, or gate. It's working by gate too. But gate here it means about output, not about input. Big question. Don't confuse, okay? If I set the modifier of output 5 as gate, this means voltage is 0. Yeah, 0 volt. But if I start the clock, or start clocking. While the module is clocking, the voltage is 10 volt. Is high. Is a high gate, okay? And as soon as I stop the module, the clocking, either by button here or by button here, it's the same. When the module stop to clock, the gate becomes low. It's a low gate, 0 volt, 0, as the scope is see, you can see on the scope, but I can add a voltmeter. Oh, it's for it's an explanation for dummies. Excuse me. Yeah, bon, it's an explanation. Okay, module is on, is clocking. You can see activity on the output. Okay. When the modifier is gate, the voltage is always constant 10 volt while the module is clocking. And if I stop the clocking, it falls to 0, constant 0. Easy, no? Okay, now about the start. It's near the same, but on start, when you start the clock, the output will send 1 millisecond 10 volt pulse. Pop. Not visible on voltmeter because it is too quick. Okay, voltmeter can see it, but the scope, on the scope, you can see the module is running, the clocking is on, is running. I stop. It's the start stop. It's not like a stopwatch. Okay? Stop, nothing. But if I start by either by button or by external signal, plop, it sends a pulse. I retry, off, on. Up, you can see a pulse on the scope. When I start the module, when I start the clocking, okay? Start, plump, pulse. Only one pulse, no more. And start, if I stop, nothing happened. Okay? Start, okay, pulse. Stop, nothing. And a contrario, if I select stop, the output will send a pulse when I stop, when the clocking is stop, at stop event. Okay? I start, nothing happen. Up, nothing. But when I stop the module, I stop, pulse. Okay? Very easy, no? So, I do not forget to explain, because in French in French video I forgot to explain this, and I've made a complementary video to explain all things I forgot. I'm sorry, I'm 62. I'm too old. I've may have memory troubles, Alzheimer. Okay, bon, it's a joke. So about another utility, gate, start and stop are utility modifiers, okay? And off is it's also an utility modifiers because it stop or it plays the output off, okay? When off, output is 0 volt or constant, and no mathematic operation. By this way, this saves the CPU. Okay. Or their optimization is DSP code. Now you can see the following value: clock, run, CV3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is a bit different, but later. But at the moment, you can see clock it's already blinking, caution, because clock is not a CV, it's a clock. If I set the clock as CV1, I can use contextual menu, right-click menu on the module. You have the input roles for the input 1, 2, and 3, the 3 first input, or CV1, the first port may be clock or CV1. At the moment is set as clock, external clock receiver or input. But if I set this port, the first port as CV1 instead, either bipolar or unipolar, like this, bipolar for example, no red, it's blue. Blue means it's okay, it can be select, okay? A blue item can be select. Red too, you can select run, but the red color inform you caution, it's not a CV because it's run, okay? CV, the third port is at CV3, no problem. By selecting, for example, I'm using CV3, okay? Oh, sorry, CV3. I'm using a voltage source. For CV modulation, set polarity to bipolar, set to 0 volt. For CV modulation, I'm using green patch cords. It's like Mr. Omri Cohen is using blue for triggers and gates, green patch cords for modulations, yellow for volt per octave and BPM CV voltage, and red for audio, okay, for final sound, to go to mixer or to audio output, for example. So I'm using CV3, okay, and it indicates connected and voltage in range. Of course, the voltage is 0. Up. CV3. The voltage is set to the by the potentiometer here. Alors, it indicates the voltage range, RNG, it's a range, bipolar, -5 to +5 to +5. So if I go over 5 volts, like this, you see voltage clipped. In this case, the voltage is around to 5 volts, not 5 point or 6, not 6, but 5. It's the same. You see the LED is red here. You have a message who indicates the voltage is clipped because it's outside the range. The same for negative voltage. Up. It's red too because it's below -5 volts. And in this case, the module assumes the voltage is -5, okay, but not -5 point or decimal 23 volts, okay. So by using this is in fact from here to here, from CV1 to CV7, it's assumed it's CV3 ratio. What is it exactly? It's very easy to understand. 0 volt means X1. But if I change the voltage, in fact, the CV selects I can use another port, or I use another module, it's more easy to understand. Modifiers. In fact, the voltage selects a ratio, maybe multiplier or a divider. Okay. And you see the actual ratio set by the CV, by CV3 here. The max possible is multiply by 192. Okay? It's in fact the last ratio. You cannot select by CV, you cannot select an utility. Only a ratio, multiplier or divider. If I reduce, you can select, you can go to this value. You can, in English it's 16,384 as divider. It's very, very slow ratio, believe. If I remember by selecting this ratio but I don't remember about, I believe it's 1 BPM. I'm not sure. You are a pulse or an event every 11 days. So it's very, very slow clock pulse or LFO. See, the module is also a LFO, not only a clock generator. Okay, demo later. So the CV peak, depending of course the voltage, peak a ratio in the list. Of course, if you select a bad ratio is 1. By default, it must choose something because the CV is not valid. It's not a CV. So in this case, X1. Not difficult. So I disconnect this, or I keep this a bit far. I reset the module. Okay. Now it's a clean module. So, about this button, I've explained it's like a stopwatch. It's a start, stop. Okay. I think it's not difficult to understand. But about this button is a bit more complicated. Why? Because depending the context, the button may have many or different functions. I explain. I go in the menu. When the menu is active, because menu items are in blue color, like this, selected is yellow, but other are blue. The menu is active, but here this as white or gray color means it's not disabled, but not applicable by using the well. If I turn the well now, the well will affect the blue item, like this. It's a menu, okay? But in this case, this button, you can see three hyphens symbols. It's meaning you can cancel. It's a cancel button or return. You can return to previous menu, or you can cancel anything. I click on it, and now you see the menu is gray because the menu is not active. Instead, the clock 120 BPM is blue. It's meaning if you are turning the well, you change the BPM, like this. Okay, you can select a BPM. For example, 105. Why not? I can validate. If you don't validate, it's automatically validated after 3 seconds. You can change the setting by global settings here. Auto validation delay. By default is 3 seconds normal, maybe 2 seconds, more quick or more long, 5 seconds. I select 5 seconds, for example. I disable the menu, click, gray, disable. Now if I change the BPM, but while it's yellow, I press the button, it cancels the value and restore the value before modification, like this, 105. While it's yellow, I press the button, it returns to 105 BPM because I cancel the setting. However, if I'm waiting like this, I'm waiting after 5 seconds, up too late. I cannot cancel. Okay? So we have seen the modifiers, multipliers, dividers, gate, stop, gate, start, stop, off, by CV, and so on. But this button, you see mode in blue color. This meaning if I press the button, I can set the modifier on the fly by turning the wheel. I press mode, modifier, I turn the wheel and can select of the last selected output. Be careful. No way to cancel. No. You can select any modifier. Multipliers or dividers, of course. You can select gate, start, stop utility, utility modifier, off, the port is off. By selecting other than off, the port is on, is active. It's by CV. By off is I must change because it's not by off. No. It's a bug. It's a cosmetic bug. Here I must center a bit. And of course, when you reach the end of list, you return to begin. And if you go to back, you return to end of list. It's a cycle, okay? You are not stuck on the boundary. For example, for output 1, I select by multiplier by 8, for example, like this. If I do anything, I wait. Modifier, say to 8, it will blink to return to BPM because it's indicated BPM, okay? And it returns to BPM. Mode, mode means if I press the button, I go to modifier selection. But now it indicates BPM. If I press it or I do nothing, I return to BPM. Also, if I prefer to display the frequency instead of the BPM, the tempo, from the contextual menu, you have an option in miscellaneous. Prefer frequency Hertz rather than BPM. You activate this. And now the modules show the Hertz, the frequency, instead of the tempo. 102 BPM it's equal to 2 Hertz. 60 BPM is 1 Hertz. Okay? Because it's one pulse per second. Now, if I press the button, go to modifiers. Now the motion is not BPM but FRQ because it's to return to frequency, not BPM. About CV assignment. In fact, it's very easy. I'm using this because they are put for CV. Already bipolar, amplitude 10 volt. I set to 0. Okay. I want to modulate by a CV. not the ratio, but other thing. On output 1, for example, not the waveform, but for example, the amplitude. Okay, I set bipolar, so it's amplitude 10 volt and voltage offset at 0. The amplitude 10 volt is minus 5 to plus 5. It's 10 volt amplitude. Okay, so but I like j'aime pas ça. I select another waveform, for example sine, okay, instead of pulse. Now I like to modulate the voltage offset of the sine on the sine wave here. So I want to use, for example, CV number 6. Why not? Connect to output. Now nothing happened because CV6 is not assigned to a parameter. So I assign here CV6 to modulate voltage offset. It modulates around the value set by the fader. Okay. So if I set, for example, minus 3.9 volts, the modulation is around this value, not absolute. It's relative, not absolute. Okay. Right click, you select, by using a right click, you select presets. 0 volt. No, I want to modulate the voltage offset of the sine here by CV6. I check CV6 here. It's not difficult. And now I can modulate. And you can see I can modulate the voltage offset. By the same way, I duplicate the module and I'll use, for example, CV5. You cannot select many CV. It's only one parameter, one CV only. Because if you select many CV, you may have conflict, such by some the voltage you may go over the range, or you may have voltage cancellation. If the voltage, for example, is plus 2 volt and here minus 2 volt, both cancel each other. So you can select only one CV, not many, for a particular parameter, of course. However, a given CV, like CV6, may modulate other parameter, not only voltage offset here. It may, for example, you can modulate something else on the same output, or and different output. Okay? In this example, CV6 modulates the voltage offset and amplitude or deform. For example, deform. I say deform. I said at the middle to have half sign. Okay? And by CV5 or by CV6, if I want, we can. But by different CV5 here, I'll modulate the deformation of the sine signal here, like this. It's a pure sine, out of range. Okay. I modulate the deformation parameter around the value defined by the fader. Always around. There are no CV amount. Okay. Now be careful on red. I repeat, if you go to red, the module for this port assume it's minus 5 volt. It's clip. Okay. In this case, it's clipped to minus 5 volts, and in the other side, it's clipped as 10 volts, but it's clipped to 5 volts, to positive 5 volts. The red is only to inform you they are out of range about CV, about modulation voltage. Okay. I use CV4 for offset, but I can use CV4 also, not CV4, CV6, sorry, CV6. Here. It modulates either the voltage offset and at the same time it modulates the deform. Outputs, on every output the voltage cannot exceed 10 volts and minus 10 volts. It stays in 10 volt, minus 10 volt range, always. Okay, now two different CV6 and CV5. If you go from my menu here, if you go to View CV Assign Matrix, you can see for output 1 for CV5 is used by output 1, at least one parameter, but you don't know how many, but at least one once parameter, and the same for 6. Now, if I disconnect, for example, the 6, you can see it's gray instead of green. Also, if the voltage is out of range, the pill is red. Okay, like the LED. Same for. It's a summary of how each CV is modulating a parameter, at least one parameter or many parameters per output. For example, I take the CV5, but now I go to output 4, POS by CV5, okay? CV5 is this. If I return to matrix, to assign matrix, you see the CV5 modulate one parameter or many for output 1, but also for output 4. Okay? Whatever I think of or not important. I set this to 100, like this, BPM. Well, while I connect the clock input of this module, it becomes slave. You know, at the moment it's master clock, like this. You have two master independent clock or standalone clock, the same. Master clock or standalone clock is the same. Because BPM doesn't depend by another module. But now the clock input is connected, so the module count how many pulses there are incoming per second to define its BPM. Okay? If I increase, for example, it runs quickly, but to establish the BPM, the slave module must receive 2 pulses. Of course, by receiving 2 pulses and the time between the 2 pulses, the pulses, it can define a frequency. So, frequency and a tempo. Okay? When this module is now slave, you can see it not master. No, it indicates pulses instead of master, because the frequency in the tempo ext clock depend of the master module, like this. And you can see it's not immediate when I change the BPM here. There are a kind of latency. Okay? You can solve this by increasing the PPQN. PPQN stands for pulse per quarter note. It's a kind of resolution about pulsing detection. I explain at the moment the PPQN is 1. But when the module is external clock, like this, by using the continuous encoder, you can select another mode, like this. For example, you can increase the PPQN. The max is 122, like this. For example, 96 ppqn. Of course, you can see the clock are totally different frequency too. But of course, 96. I must set 96 time on the master module or the master output port. So I select 96 times or multiplier here, and now it's okay. And if I change, you can see the change are more. En fait, you reduce the latency about BPM or frequency establishment. Okay. Even I allow very low BPM. Oh, of course, at 2 BPM, it need a bit more time, but it's near. It's near better. It's better because the PPQN is better resolution in digital world for counting pulses. Okay. Now I disconnect them. It become master, of course. But now I'm using a yellow cable, not a blue. Well, cable color is not important, but why yellow? Because at the for now we don't use PPQN or something similar. I stop this module. Of course, I stop it. Doesn't receive pulses. What's happened? Okay. So I stop it. Now I change the external clock mode by selecting BPM CV. In fact, when the slave module receives 0 volt, it's set at 120 BPM. However, if I increase the voltage by 1 volt, the BPM is become twice, 244 BPM. If I add another volt, so 2 volt instead of 0, it become 480 twice. Every 4 is multiplied by 2 on every volt difference. In the other way, 0 is 120 BPM, but if the module send minus 1 volt, you divide by 2. It become 60 BPM. Okay? It's the BPM established by CV, by a constant voltage. Oh, CV is not constant voltage, it's control voltage. It's not, but it's the point. Oh, I don't know why I can explain it. It's very difficult to explain. So, by using an example, it's more easy. This module, slave module, is set to receive and to understand BPM CV. It's as indicated in yellow icon, BPM CV. So now I set the module here. Not as Perl generator or something similar. No, I set BPM CV for this output. Okay, and very important about offset or about amplitude, you set as bipolar around offset. You check if you don't check this box, and voltage offset is set to 0, for example, the slave module cannot go below 120 because the minimum voltage will be 0 volts. But if you want, for example, to set to 60 BPM, the voltage must be negative, -1. Okay, so it's important to set as bipolar here. Nothing else. Set as BPM CV, as you can see. For example, now I start this module. On the I'm using a voltmeter because they are mainly the constant voltage. Okay, you can see the BPM are identical. Now, if I set another BPM, you can see the BPM of the slave module is immediate. So this technique, by using analog voltage, is better than digital pulsing. Okay, because it's immediate. It receives voltage. Okay, voltage is BPM is. It's a logarithmic or exponential. No, it's a exponential formula. Okay. In fact, the BPM, if I'm right, is 120 multiplied by 2 power voltage. 2 power voltage. Voltage at 0, 2 power 0 equals 1. 1 from multiplied by 120 is 120. Okay. If the voltage is 1 volt, 2 power 1 equals 2. 2 for 120 is 240, and so on. Okay, if I set, for example, at 120, the voltage I set 3 decimals. The voltage is 0. This module sends a constant 0. It receives 0. Up, set to the 120 BPM or 2 Hertz. The same. Okay. Now, if I go to twice, 240 BPM, you can see the voltage now is positive 1 volt, but the BPM twice, from 120 to 240 BPM, by 1 volt of difference. If I set to plus 2 volt, to do this, I set 480 BPM, like this. Like this, okay? And 3 volt will be in fact it be 960 BPM, but the module from 900 BPM it switched to Hertz. No more no BPM above 15 Hertz or 900 BPM. Of course, if you go very far, the max is 500 Hertz. It's the audio domain. You can hear 500 Hertz signal. Okay. If I set at 60 BPM, like this, it's -1. If I set 30, like this, it's -2 volt. If I set 15 BPM, it's -3 volt, and so on. Okay? Fine. I think I don't forget something. I hope. No. Of course, you can explore or you can experiment by yourself. For example, about waveforms, pulses. If for pulses, the next menu item is pulse width. Okay. You can set, for example, square or rectangle or PWM or square. It's a pure square signal. And you can go beyond, of course, until 1 millisecond retrigger signal. It's a retrigger. For example, to reset, it may be reset to it may be used to reset, for example, a sequencer, for example, or a synthesizer, or something you want. The minimum is 1 millisecond pulse. By default is 10 volt, but you can change it by changing amplitude You can reduce, for example, to 3 volt and 5 volt, 65 volts, 7.5 volts, 10 volts maximum. 0.2 is the minimum. You cannot set 0 because it's not compliant with Eurorack. 2 volt and a half. And so on. It's for pulse or square waveform. However, if I select sine instead of pulse, okay, you can see the waveform is unipolar from 0 to 10. If I prefer bipolar output, I go to amplitude or V offset, and you check the bipolar around offset checkbox like this. Okay. Now the amplitude is 10 volt from minus 5 volt to positive 5 volt. Amplitude is 10, so it's right. But as you can see now, it's not pulse width, but the menu becomes deform. To do a deformation or to mutilate, to mutilate the sine wave signal like this. At the moment, set as sine or pure sine. It's a pure sine, but you can deform or mutilate the sine wave. For example, of sine, like this. They are missing this part and this part here. In French, this is an alternance. This is a period for a full cycle, but the half cycle is an alternance in French language, but I don't know in English. So it's not important. And at the maximum deform, the sine waveform become humps like this. Okay? Because deform is a brother of sine waveform. Now, if I select triangle like this, deform become tilt. Tilt is for the I don't know the term. To change, or the best is to show on the scope. You change the sommet. The peak is a tilt. It's a isosceles triangle, the triangle signal. But if you go to left, it's a ramp down. It's a sawtooth. Sawtooth is a triangle. is a particular form of a triangle. Okay? Pythagoras. Or it's a ramp down Saotos. And if you go at the other side, it's another Saotos, but ramp up. Another triangle, like this. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. This is near perfect triangle, but this is Saotos is a triangle, is a form of triangle. Okay? So for triangle, right click again to select some preset settings by right click on the mouse. So for triangle waveform, the deform now is tilt, is no more deform. And finally, the sample and hold, they are random values. Sorry. Sample and hold. So the third menu become density instead of tilt or instead of deform for sine or p-width for pulses. Sorry. So you can set density, more dense, more samples, okay, or less. All these parameters, of course, can be modulated by a CV, by a CV voltage, by a voltage. Okay. As soon as you've seen CV and the boxes, 8 boxes, this means the parameter can be modulated by a CV. Oh, I think you have understood since long time. Okay, it's in percent. 50%, 100%, it's the max. Oh, okay, yeah. But they are a random value. Oh, it use a random generator, generate random numbers. There are no specific algorithm for. There are many methods to establish a sample hold, but in general it's a random number generator. Okay, I forget something, but what? Don't remember. For any waveform, phase shift. For some waveform, like not applicable for sample hold, but for example for sine or for triangle, you can change the phase. The module itself can deliver on output port 8 the master phase. At the moment the port is off, but if I use the contextual menu, right click menu, here it's an option output 8 master phase or M phase 0 to 10 volt ramp up at tempo. You can select this, and now you see a pink LED. Connect pink, why not? Oh, I offset this. In this signal now is the phase, is the overall phase, the phase of the module. All phases of every output is defined by the master phase. If you send a reset two times, I change CV3 to become a reset, of course. You can see the phase is reset too. I mean the master phase, of course. I click many times. Every time it receives a pulse, the master phase is reset. And of course, other output, or any output will receive to the master phase. It's an important thing. As soon as is possible, because if you are using an output but using, for example, an exotic multiplier or divider, is difficult. But if you send a reset, it's readjust along the master phase. Okay. So, what I forgot? I forgot something. I'm sure. What's it? Don't remember. Yeah. Okay. About phase shift, the sign output one, not deform, but a full sign like this. Now, if I select, if I change the phase, you can change the phase here of the sign regarding the master phase. In phase, not in phase. It's a bit late when you go to the right, and early when you go to the left. For your information, phase is an angle. In general, we are using radians as unit of angles, but here is in degrees, from minus 180 to plus 180 degree. 180 is in opposition. In phase opposition. Same other side, of course. Sometimes we use 90 degrees here or here. Right click to select preset phase. In phase 60, 90, 180, minus 180, 90, 60, and in phase. In phase is 0. Okay? Okay. Now, imagine. No, not imagine. Sorry. I continue. I disconnect phase. I restore the 8 output 8 as it was off. Now you can see Euclidean at the moment is not available. It's not developed. It's the reason why Euclidean is gray. You cannot select it either by mouse or by the well. Okay. Euclidean is planned for next module update, but it's not too difficult to implement because I can reuse the same code I've used for frozen module. Frozen module may use Euclidean rhythm, so clock speed can do the same thing. However, you can see a quantizer here. Quantizer. By using quantizer, you can define what the output value fit in. For example, I set it's based on musical notes. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and so on. So if I select, for example, C, the voltage is at different octaves, but it's always a voltage corresponding to C note. For example, a C note at octave 4, it's the middle C. It's 261 Hertz, if I'm right. At octave 4, the A note is 440 Hertz. 440, yeah. So by selecting, for example, C, A, C, E, and A, or G, it's a C major chord, you are sure the voltage fit in C or E or G, not other. Okay? It's a quantizer. Of course, you can select all semitones. If you clear all. When it's clear, the quantizer is disabled. And if you select, for example, some notes, for example, C major chord, you can apply a rotation or transpose, the same, by semitone. Okay? Up, transpose up, or transpose down. But it's I can be octave less. I'm not sure about this word. Whatever the octave. The important are the notes. But in this case, the voltage, the output voltage, always fit in the selected note in green color. I can add as you want. You can set only one or once, and you can see the the waveform. But you are sure the voltage is compliant with F. Yeah, it's F note. Yeah, or A or D sharp or D or C sharp or C or B and so on. Okay. This is the quantizer. Of course, every output have its quantizer. I can define, for example, for output 1 this, like this, but for output 2 I can define something different. Why not? It's always 10 volt. It's set to it's 10 volt. So the nearest note is C sharp for output 2. Okay, but remember, each output are totally independent by other. Each output is an engine and totally independent by other output. You can send pulse to port 1, sine to port 2, sample hold to port 3, triangle to port 4. You can do anything you want. The only limit may be the CPU, but this module is not too angry against the CPU. Okay, 2%. Bon. The MIDI to CV module is around 3-5%. It's more CPU hunger, to give a comparison. And nothing complain about MIDI to CV module. So the last things, two remaining, are the copy feature. So it's output 2. I set parameter like the sine waveform, the quantizer, amplitude, like this 8. I cannot. Yes, due to quantizer. It's due to quantizer. Yes, it's port number 2. On number 2, I disable the quantizer. Port 2. No, I don't care about port number 2. Port number 1, this, because we have the trace. Quantizer is on, is running. phase 60 plus 60 degrees. It's an example. V offset plus 2 volt and half, like this. Amplitude, for example, 7.5 volt. Okay, I'm doing a setting, particular setting for the output 1. Deform by, I can attach a CV, for example, or say use CV6 to modulate waveform, set waveform to 25%, for example, by CV6, whatever is connected or not. Just a bit. Or CV6, like this. Now I am okay. I imagine we like this setting or settings for output 1. So I want, or we want, because we are together, we want set another modifier. Of course, I forgot. I want to duplicate settings of output 1 to another output, to output 6, for example. So I go to output 1, I do copy, I click on copy. Now the module asks where I copy output 1, or you can, it's nonsense to copy output 1 to output 1. Donc you cannot select output 1 because it's the source of copy. But you can select another output, for example 6, or you can use a button or you can click. Now the output 6 is identical due to copy. Okay. You can compare both. Is exactly the same curve, exactly the same signal, sorry, exactly the same, because I do a copy of output 1 to output 6. Okay. However, the copy function, the copy feature, copy to only to one another or one target port at once. You cannot during one copy operation to say copy 1 to 2 and 3. No, it's not possible. My new module in development will permit to do a duplicate of one group of parameter. It will be an operator because it's a FM synthesizer. Okay, so you can copy, for example, one operator 6 as example, 2, 1 and 3 and 4 at the same time. Copy to one or to many target, but this module is not designed to copy to multiple target in single operation. Of course, if you copy 6 to 1, you can copy 1 to 2 like this. 7. Ah no. Copy output 6 to, on va dire to 5. Now 5 and the target becomes the target 5 here becomes the last selected output. Okay. Now doing copy again to 4, doing copy again to 3, doing copy again to 2, doing copy again to 1, to 8, and to 7. All are identical. 30 seconds. Okay. Now the last thing now is to restore a particular port to the default setting. For example, for port 1, for output 1, if I select default and I click again, the output is reset. Is reset to factory setting. Okay? For output 2, default, all the parameters of the port, of the output, return to default factory value. And so on. Of course, others are not affected. It's only the output port you have selected, for example 8 here. Default affects only the port number 8, the output number 8, not other. Okay. I presume the tour of the clock speed module is complete. So thank you very much for your attention, and see you soon later. Okay, bye bye.